I'm sitting on the porch, watching the stars, healing from the world and my many old scars. I wonder who's keeping an eye on the foe while the nights get lonesome and the nights get cold. I need a guardian for my weary old soul. My help doesn't come from the hills or the pines, or the silver that glitters in the deep mountain mine. It comes from the maker of the sun and the moon, who keeps the whole universe perfectly in tune. He's watching my coming and my going real soon. He will not let your ready foot ever slip. He's the captain of the soul and the captain of the ship, the keeper of the gate. It never slumbers or sleeps. Every promise he makes is a promise he keeps. Trust in the shadow the Almighty keeps. The sun shall not smite me by the heat of the day, nor the moon in the night while I'm finding my way. He preserved me from evil, he preserved my poor soul. He's the one in the heavens who's in total control. My coming and going is safe in his grip. So neighbor, don't worry about the dark of the road or the heavy old weight of your lonesome old load. If you're looking for safety, he's already there. So lay down your trouble and lay down your care. Find peace in the promise and join in the prayer.
My enemies were laughing at the state of my plow, saying, look at that sinner, he's finished for now. The drought was a-creeping and the harvest was lean, and the world was acting real cold and real mean. I was looking for mercy, but none could be seen. Then I saw a white cloth in the middle of the field, and a feast of the Spirit that the Father had sealed. He called me by name and he told me sit down, far away from the noise of the city and town. He gave me a robe and a heavenly crown. You prepare a table in the sight of my foe. You anoint my weary head wherever I go. My cup is running with the wine of your grace. I'm looking at the mercy in the Savior's face. Won't you pull up a chair in this glorious place? The critics are quiet and the mockers are still, watching the blessing on the side of the hill. I don't need their favor and I don't need their gold. I'm eating the bread that never grows old. I'm safe in the warmth of the heavenly fold. So if you've been mocked for the faith that you hold, or felt like a black sheep out in the cold, there's a seat at the table with your name on the wood, where the master is waiting and the cooking is good. Come share in the bounty like a true brother should. eating the husks in a dry, dusty land, wandering in circles through the sagebrush and sand. The water is bitter and the manna is gone, and I'm hoping for mercy at the break of the dawn. Is there any sweetness for a man to lean on? I found an old rock by the side of the trail. I was ready to quit and I was ready to fail, but I heard a sweet buzzing in the cracks of the stone, and a shimmer of gold that I never was shown. The Lord had a feast that was strictly His own. He would feed you with the finest of the wheat, with honey from the rock to make your life sweet. Such is a person, mercy in a hard, lonely place, a taste of His glory and a taste of His grace. Let's feast on the goodness of the Savior's face. You don't have to struggle for a crumb on the floor. The Father is opening a heavenly door. The rocks of your trouble can overflow with wine, in the light of the Spirit and the power divine. The desert is blooming by the touch of His hand. So if you're feeling empty and the soul is dry, and you're looking for something that money can't buy, take a taste of the rock that was smitten for you, and tell all your kinfolk that the promise is true. Come share in the sweetness and start life anew.
Folks are talking about the things I've done wrong, saying he's lost his rhythm and he's lost his old song. They say God won't help him, he's too far away, and I'm starting to believe every word that they say. My chin is on my chest at the end of the day. I heard a soft rattle in the leaves of the oak, the voice of the Father, and this is what He spoke. Don't listen to the whispers of the enemy's lies. I'm the one who can open up a blind man's eyes. He reached down His hand to the dust of the road. But you, oh Lord, are a shield for me today, my glory and the lifter of my head all the way. You sussed the critics and you dried every tear. You're the reason I'm standing and conquering fear. Look up at the Savior and leave every fear. I can hold my head high in the midst of the crowd, not because I'm worthy or because I am proud, but because of the mercy that covered my shame, and the power that's found in the Savior's sweet name. I'm a son of the kingdom, I'm no longer the same. So if you're feeling worthless and looking at the ground, and the weight of your failure is keeping you bound, let the Master reach down and just tilt up your chin and tell all the world where the healing begins.
the mountain and let the light in.
It's a lonesome old feeling when the sun goes down and you're miles away from the lights of the town. I picked up my fiddle and I picked up my bow. I wanted to play something steady and slow, a song for the maker of the earth and the snow. The wind in the needles started playing along, a soft country chorus in a heavenly song. It's good to give thanks to the Lord up above, to sing of His kindness and His wonderful love, to play a 10-stringed instrument unto His name. It's a good thing to give thanks unto the Lord, to sing praises to the Most High in one accord, to show forth your loving kindness in the morning light, and your faithfulness every single lonely night. Won't you lift up your voice in the midst of the night? Thumping like a big bass drum, waiting for the day when the kingdom will come. I'll play for the angels on a golden guitar, the brightest of music for the bright morning star. The melody of mercy is the best one by far. So pick up your banjo or just lift up your voice. In the midst of the struggle we can make a choice to sing through the shadows and sing through the pain, and share the old rhythm with the world in the rain. Let's make a joyful noise till He comes back again.